Okay. Did you guys rewatch this thing on YouTube? Mm. Sorry, you guys are muted. Can only use chat box. Okay, I'm starting right away. First of all, let me start with GU. I feel like analyzing gold today, so let me add gold here. Because the dollar pairs might rally this week, even though gold is looking sell, I don't know. So let's say USD. All right, yeah. So I'm analyzing GBP USD. Already we analyzed it last week. I was supposed to buy this trade, but it didn't meet condition. GBP USD, that was last week after this sell, but it didn't get down to this point, even after retracements. So it was going to get down to this point, or even this point, so that we can buy, but you know, it didn't even get to 50% retracement. Yeah. And the rule says from 50% retracement backwards. Because if you look, we have already first break of structure, second break of structure. This is 1 hour time frame, so you might be seeing some fake outs. Let me go to 4 hour time frame. All right, so yeah. So this is a first break of structure, second break of structure, even though we are still looking to sell around here. But yeah, the sell, I knew that if it breaks this zone, the sell will not even go far. But I thought since it was respecting this zone, we're gonna sell up until this point or even here. Because I remember my trend line, yeah, the trend line bounce supposed to be around here. Trend line bounce supposed to be that zone. Yeah. So for it to bounce off of trend line, it's supposed to get to this point and then bounce on the trend line, and yeah, but it didn't get to it. So yeah, you can see this actually did not touch the trend line. And there's no way I could have longed this market from here because it doesn't even make sense. There's no actual break of structure. So I was only looking for a sell in order to buy, but then the buy started halfway. So what we are going to be looking out for, because I discovered some persons lost trade on this stuff. I told us when price got to this place and dropped drastically, even though some persons must have entered it, people that entered this with risk entry must have, breaking even or made money, anyone. So I told us that because this thing dropped drastically without providing entry, if we are using confirmation entry, or if you had any entry strategy you were using, I don't know, you would have been able to enter because the thing was very fast. So I was like, okay, don't enter until there's a retracement up until this point. You only see it clearly on the 1 hour time frame. I said no one should enter until price gets to this breaker block. I drew it as a blue zone. I said until the blue zone. So, but even though I had my sell limits that I was taking out, that's pretty much the only trade I was able to enter last week without making any profit on it. But yeah, we are not even supposed to try selling trades, selling this market from here anyway. But I was just trying to catch small money, you understand? That was just it. But normally we are not supposed to actually sell it because price has gotten to a major zone and it's retracing back. We are supposed to be looking for price before we are able to sell this market. Price is supposed to break this major zone and then retrace, then we'll try to sell it. But since price is not breaking and it's bouncing back, we're supposed to look for two breakout structures so that we start buying. So now we have confirmation for two breakout structures and we are looking for buys for this week. Even though there's still a sell opportunity that I'm looking at this guy dropping. Why is it dropping? There's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance here with a triple order block around here. Yeah. After taking out this guy, I see it dropping tomorrow, like really dropping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, because yeah, it can't just go through this place. It has to drop a bit. Yeah, and that drop might provide us trade for Tuesday for a buy. So even though it's going to drop, if you see a clear reason to short, you can short, but you know that what you're shorting is against the trend. Yeah. Now, let me give you a tip of how you can short this market if you must short it. Price has created something like a double top here. For you to short this market, let it break this neckline. And you should know your target should not be more than here or even here because price can retrace from here or here. So that's just it. But basically, price might get to this point if this guy breaks this zone. If he breaks this zone down, price might get to this point before moving back up. And that will present us with an opportunity to buy for next week. So I'll only be looking for a buy because I don't trade on Mondays. So the sell, possibly if it wants to happen, will happen tomorrow. If it doesn't want to happen, it will just go through this zone and consolidate, then takes it out. That's actually what I am seeing. But even if it takes it out in the week, within the week, it must provide us trade because yeah, it has to. So let's go to the monthly. I don't know, I'm not seeing my major zones. Okay. GBP USD. If you actually trade from monthly time frame like that, but really we enjoy trading because it looks so simple, very, very simple and straightforward. Analyzing this monthly time frame so easy. Okay. I think the major problem we face in this space is impatience. Hello, can you hear me? If you can't hear me, type on the chat box. I've not seen any.
I hear you. We hear you.
All right. I thought I mute. Okay.
I hear you.
At that point, so let me mute everybody again. I'm trying to keep muting people. Right. So no one can talk. Only use the chat box. Okay. So I know you all have your major levels done this way, pretty much like this. Because if you watch the recent video that Willis released, I think about how many days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. You see when he was talking about the GBP USD and see it's exactly this way that the chart is. So yeah, you can't get your chart this night, then you probably need to sorry, breaking transmission. So you probably need to check out the videos on how to draw major levels. If you are still having issue with drawing major levels, just watch the videos, keep watching them, and eventually you get it correct. So we are looking at price, saying that since price has already provided us two breakout structure in the 8-hourly time frame and 4-hourly time frame respectively, then it is just wise for us to do what is clear enough. Like, this is basically like what I teach my students. You see that price has created two breakout structures. Why not you look for opportunities to go up? Apart from that, sometimes be like, when the really stitches a bounce, and then you are looking for, on the monthly time frame or weekly time frame, you are looking for what they call it, reversal patterns. Well, if you understand breakout structure, you really don't need to look for reversal pattern, because breakout structure will still guide you. And even when you go to that monthly or weekly time frame, the patterns will still be there. So yeah, because if you watch on the monthly time frame, you're already having, this month is going to end as a pin bar. The month ends next tomorrow now. Are you not seeing? You guys not seeing it? It's going to end at, this is the rejection. It's going to end as a pin bar. And the next month, yeah, we will have a little bit of retracement, and then it might end bullish. If it ends bullish, then we know that we're eventually going to get to this point. It's pretty that simple. How are we even going to get the point? These are, from what I'm teaching my students, this is an order block. You trigger this to break a structure. All right, it breaks an internal structure, and then there's a retracement, and then eventually, yeah, this is the origin of this impulse leg, and it breaks this structure. Right? It's that simple. It breaks the structure, even though there's a bit of little retracement here, but the structure was taken out. As long as the structure is taken out, and this other block is about being respected, and as long as it's respected, price will eventually get to this zone. And even because this structure, because this impulse leg broke this structure, and because this guy is going to respect this guy, eventually, we are going to, if smart money concept is correct, eventually, leaving fundamentals aside, eventually we are going to break above this zone. Eventually, we are going to break above this zone. The monthly time frame, BPS, we are going to break it, because yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. As long as there's a structure that is broken, the next one will come and break it. Why this didn't trigger this to break this structure is because there was no structure around here. There's no structure here that was taken out. But here, there's structure. Look at this zone. This is more like a liquidity. We have one high, another high, and then it's taken out. And because it's taken out, eventually this guy, if this guy here is respected, confluencing with the major zone, this guy is going to take out all this high. And then we are going to probably trade up to this point, or even to this point, depending. So yeah, that's removing fundamentals aside. And possibly it might still go with fundamental. When pounds start coming back to its value, yeah, it might still go with fundamental, depends. But if that's not the case, that fundamental says otherwise, because fundamentals most times rules the market though. So we might keep ranging around here. But what I know is that as long as this guy is respected, price will get to this point and eventually breaks this zone. All right. So that's just, so we are looking for buys this week. We are looking for buys. I'm looking for buys. So what I'm expecting is that on Monday, I'm expecting price to come down to this point, or even up to this point. And then by Tuesday, I'll look for a longing opportunity around there. That's for GU. Pretty much AU goes together with GU. So yeah, I'm also seeing a shorting opportunity first before longing opportunity on AU. Now looking at this, we have first break of structure. It goes together with this zone. I said you should trade the significant break of structure, although there's an internal break of structure here. All right, there's an internal break of structure there. This one is internal, but it's good to use the obvious break of structures so that you don't get confused. So this is first break of structure, this is second break of structure, because if you don't use the obvious one, you'll pretty much say that this is first break of structure and this is second break of structure. And you could have called this third break of structure, which is not healthy at all. So first break of structure, second break of structure. What are we doing? We are looking for price to do what? We trace back so that we can take it. We trace back to between the Willy zone and the OTE levels. It's pretty much that simple. And I've already cited an area that price will respect in order to retrace back. So by tomorrow, I'm expecting that price will move up to this point before trying to retrace. So since I don't trade on Monday, I won't look for a selling opportunity. So that's just the facts. And I might probably analyze it. If I see entry, I will drop it. Those that trade on Monday can trade. But yeah, that's basically what it is. But I'm going to be looking for a longing opportunity by Tuesday because that is what the market is looking like. It's looking like long opportunities happening. Yeah. Even though this is a major zone, this is a major zone. That's another thing. And this is another zone that's made it look like there was a fake out here. Because yeah, let me show you guys something. It looks like there's a fake out. So looking at this, like I said last week, we have this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. All right. So even though price broke through the major zone, you can see the rejection. Price is rejecting. So that's just it. Got through it and it's rejecting it. So pretty much that. And on the daily time frame, we could see, we check very well, we see an other block that is rejecting around that area. Rejecting. I think, yeah, I showed us last week here. So rejecting it, and we are going back up. So we are pretty much in a bullish trend. That's what it is. That's what it is. If you look, this is tweezer, right? Even though you came down, this is weekly tweezer, right? Look at the way the two candles are tied together, right? So tweezers most times it must not be perfectly equal, right? But you always see the way they are perfectly tied together on a particular support level or something like that. So similarity is always there. So yeah, we are moving up. That is all what I'm seeing on the chart, that we are moving up for the main time. Even if it's a retracement, it's up that we are moving for now. And that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. We are going up. Like I said, I said I feel like analyzing gold as well. So let's see if gold is saying the same thing that GU and AU are saying. If gold is going to be selling or buying. Because as long as as long as the major pairs here are going to be changing to buys, I feel like gold. Yeah, gold is also a major pair and is a quote of the USD. All right, it's a quote of the USD. So all quotes are bullish. This is bullish. So GU is bullish, AU is bullish. Euro USD is also looking bullish, but I'm leaving it for now. So I expect this guy to also be looking bullish. Let's see. This is 4-hourly time frame. First things first. We have seen one break of structure. We have not seen the second break of structure. All right. Let's do top-down analysis on gold. Top-down analysis. Gold, even on the monthly time frame, it's looking bullish, but I don't know. I don't know. So if you look, you see that gold broke a major zone and yeah, came here, bounced off, and dropped here, and it's rejecting this area. You look at it very well, it's rejecting it. And I feel like it's still going to drop. Yeah, the pattern is looking like something that's going to drop a bit more. Yeah, because this does not really look nice. So if gold wants to rally up again, then it has to really close here. So the month of June might be bearish for gold. I don't know. Looking at monthly time frame, might be bearish. But I can't say it will break the major zone. But if eventually breaks this zone, you can see that this looks like a double top. So if it breaks it, and then if gold eventually breaks this neckline, then we are dropping hard. We are dropping hard for the rest of the year. That's what it's looking like. If it breaks this major zone first, then break the neckline. Once breaks the neckline and retest, or break the neckline, then it might just keep dropping. That's for gold. Another thing that is possible is to take support here without breaking it and go up, or keep ranging, go up, come down, go up, come down. Anything can actually happen right now. So let's see the weekly time frame and see what weekly is showing. All right. So weekly has it that, yeah, I'm seeing an order block here pushing price up, taking out the structure. So weekly is looking like it's going to really go up, even though it's my range here a bit, in order to end this new month of June, somewhere here, so that it will really look nice, because the price action is not looking nice. All right, from the monthly. So I believe before I start pushing up, it will have a bit of retracement down first before pushing up. So, but it's looking like something that will push up instead of pushing up. So, because I'm seeing this area, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Something that will push up. So, yeah, like I said, if USD quotes are bullish, then I think gold should be bullish as well. The dollar pairs are getting ready to be on fire again. You know, the truth is, we can't, from what I'm seeing, I can neither long nor short gold. I won't, if I'm to be trading gold, I won't do anything on gold now. until I see a clean break of structure, a clean second break of structure. And then I'll look to do anything with gold, right? But for now, nothing here for gold. But if I really want to trade it, I'm still seeing something. It's only a sell that I will sell it. So if I don't see clear break of structure, I can look for a sell, but it's not even advisable to do anything on gold, right? If it takes out this zone, then someone can look for a sell around here to sell it in order to buy it. So it's really that straightforward. So gold, for now, I've not decided what gold is doing, but it's more of a buy than a sell. Looking at what's happening on the weekly time frame. It's only the weekly time frame, because the monthly and other time frames are not looking like what I want to say I'm either buying or selling. So Euro USD, one pair that I don't know why I don't always trade this pair, even if it's really moving. So this first break of structure, this second break of structure, even if you wanted to trade it last week, I found a zone here. Price never got to this area, right? And if you look from the monthly time frame, you will see that price also broke this zone and it rejected this. You can see the massive rejection. Pretty much, this has already showed us that this month will end bullish for Euro USD. Showed us that end bullish for Euro USD. I still feel like Euro USD is a retracement. I don't know, because for me, this is already a break of neckline. All right, because this is a neckline and it broke it. Even though this major zone, but let's still watch. So I feel like price will get to probably this point or this point and then start dropping. That's why I felt like, well, we are in a massive retracement, because Euro USD is actually pointing it clearly. It's looking like retracement for me. So leaving Euro USD alone. Before I go to cross pairs, let me look at DXY, because DXY will also give us an idea of what's up. Yeah, we looked at DXY last week and saw that, yeah, trading around there, there's a kind of rejection, and yeah, price is still rejecting from the major zone. Price is still rejecting, and for some reason, this is a double bottom. For some reason, this is a double bottom. Somebody that can see, this is a double bottom. This, I'm not talking of this. This could be a double bottom for lower time frame, like the daily time frame or weekly time frame. But for the monthly time frame, this is a valid double bottom. Double bottom never got broken, and yeah, and its price is crazy. So there's still a possibility, because this guy is not validated, broken with a wick, but not with a body. So it's not validated. So there's still a possibility that price will keep dropping. And if DXY keep dropping, then those dollar quotes keep going up. It's just what it is. So let's go to the crosses. Pound card. I think the analysis we had last week is still very much valid for pound card. Yeah. Saw something on pound card. I think, yeah, I think I would love to long pound card this week, if I can, because I'm looking at Monday to be the day for longing, but I'm not sure it'll work out, because this first break of structure, this second break of structure, breaking the neckline, breaking the neckline, because we analyzed last week and I drew this neckline. So you can see how price has broken this neckline. And yeah, it's pretty much that. And if we go to 4-hour time frame, we go to 4-hour time frame. I think, okay, this zone, I found it on the 1-hour time frame. Yeah. It's not really looking sweet. Value price rejecting is going up and rejecting it and stuff like that. So it's not yet looking very nice, right? But anything here is only long that you should, I think anybody should look for. First record structure, second record structure, look for longing opportunity. If I should draw my fib from the beginning of the move to this point, this zone is an interesting zone. Okay. So I believe price might get to this point. And that will be by Tuesday. That will be by Tuesday. And then we can look for a psychological level around here. I'm seeing 5.9, 5.9 or 5. 1.6. We have 1.6 here. 1.610. All right. Yeah, this is a psychological level 1.6. Then take the line here. .6. Yeah, this is psychological level, and the psychological level is going together with the OT zone. The OT zone, all right, OT level. So I'm looking at price to come down to this point. This is from the 1-hour time frame, and price is not really looking so nice there, even though it has already respected it though, moved up. Oh, it's not, yeah, came and then moved up. I believe it's going to break that zone. Going to break it. From 15 minutes. That's why I said, I tell my people, if you are looking for a POI, look for it on the 4-hourly time frame. You can also look for it on the 1 hour. Anything less than 1 hour or less than 30 minutes time frame doesn't move fast. It will move a bit and go back down, because higher time frame control lower time frame. So if you want to catch a good trade, always focus on the higher time frame and forget about the lower time frame. So this is first record structure, second record structure. I want to see price get to this area. Then I'll look for my entry criteria to trade. To trade this. All right, because I can't find any POI here to use to go here. The only way I can trade this guy is if I can't find price around here to go up, then I should wait for price to break out and provide me a better entry. Or if I must trade, I should enter the trade like a retail trader, probably a bounce out of this place. Then I can look to make entry. That will only provide me with higher stop loss, but at the same time, it's still a very good way to trade. All right. So yeah. But eventually, if you look at it, being a retail trader, you probably should be losing this trade right now, because the price eventually broke out, came back, and then broke out again. So somebody as a retail trader probably would want to be entering trade around here and look at. So probably in the negative, right? So there's still disadvantage to all of that method of trading. So I want to take this entry. I want to see it come here. And if it doesn't come here, that it decides to start going up, I'll look for another opportunity to take the trade. But it's pretty much going to go up because price has already done what it's supposed to do to show us that it is going up. This is a major zone, double bottom. You don't need a prophet to tell you that this market is going up. The only thing you should be looking for is, where do I enter to join this market to go up? That's the only thing you should be doing. All right, so let's go to this pound JPY. Pound JPY the other day, I found a POI. This is a major zone from the monthly time frame. It's a major zone. Yeah, we have price coming here, price around here, price here. So I think this should move down a bit. All right, so pound JPY, pound yen, currently bearish. We have price drop, only one break of structure, but yeah, this is a scenario that you can actually still use one break of structure to look for trade. Why? Because this actually got to this zone and this major resistance and give us a massive rejection. If you go to the monthly time frame that we just came back from, you can see that this is a massive rejection, which signifies reversal as well. Coming down here, we are seeing break of structure, and this is daily time frame. And then I'm seeing a very nice other block taking out this low here. So price we eventually respect here. So I use my, this is not the type of trade you take with risk entry because price might still want to play around this before dropping. But yeah, I use confirmation entry on the hourly or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. But it's best you watch your price from before hourly time. So once price gets before hourly time, so watch how price will play around here and then look to short the market. GBP JPY is looking short. I don't really care. All pound pairs doesn't really move in the same direction at the same time. All right. GBP JPY is different from GBP card. And they are in two different continents. So this GBP AUD, I think GBP NZD and GBP AUD always move the same because NZD and AUD seems to be brother and sister. Even when it comes to USD pairs, they also do the same thing. AUD USD and NZD USD still do the same thing. So this price has been consolidated and we recently left a major zone. So, but GBP has been dropping. That's why I think this GBP AUD drops from here. And yeah, I called GBP last week for a sell because after the consolidation, it broke out of the consolidation. And yeah, still selling is more or less a swing opportunity. So it broke out huge with this fill up the imbalance and it's dropping again because it dropped with another block here and then left a lot of imbalance, went back up and pulled it up and dropped. So I expect it to drop up onto this point. Yeah, before it probably start reversing because the trend is really showing bullish. Yeah, because we just left the major support level here on the monthly time frame. Right. In the monthly time frame here, we just left a major or a minor, so we can call it minor, but yeah, it's pretty much a form of range in the monthly time frame. Yeah, it's kind of a range anyway, but the range is a tradable range. Still having a defined trend. So if I want to look at it from a wider perspective, this breakout structure, this another breakout structure, and this is a retracement to a zone. So this actually looking sell, more sell than it's looking buy. So hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, hey.
Okay. So yeah, this guy traded into the Willy zone and dropped. And look at this, a major resistance zone. All right, and this is a trend line. Traded into the trend line. Okay, this is a trend line. All right, and price tested the trend line for the third time now. And yeah, this particular one, not this one. This is a potential trend line. So this one got hit third time around here. And yeah, price seems to want to drop the more. So, but if price breaks this zone, then we are going to drop to this point. Why not? We are supposed to drop to this point after seeing all this breakout structure that's happening here in the monthly time. We are supposed to drop at least to this point before reversing if we don't break this zone. So this is sell. Therefore, let me go back to AU and see what GA rather, sorry. This, and then this, and then a fake out. Well, fake out structure, let's keep trading with them. This is also looking at sell, but for the meantime, we're on a 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on a major support zone. This is major. We're on a major support zone the meantime. Yeah. Looking at what price is showing here, the only thing is that for this GA, we can only do whatever that price says we should do. I'm saying this is a very massive range, but if price breaks above the range, we buy it. It's quite as simple as that. But if it breaks below the range, we look for sell. But GA and GN, they have been brother and sister from day one. So they're pretty much, when you're trading GA, it's like you're trading GN. AED, JPY, AED, JPY. This is a pair that traded one time. Still remember. So this guy recently bounced off of a major zone in the monthly time. Yeah, even though we are still having this rejection signs from a minor zone, this one, this two, this area, possibly called this minor area, because price has been rejecting this area for the past almost 3 months. 1, 2, 3. The price has been rejecting it. And so there's still a tendency that price will drop, but As long as price has broken this area, if price gives you two breakout structures on the 4 hourly or 8 hourly, like I said last week, then trade it. Can remember last week we were here. I think we were around almost here, and I drew this. Price came, did not break it, came back, and now it's here again. So the price eventually break this. Somebody, retail trader perspective, you can always look at this as the neckline of your double bottom. So for price to break this, and if you have a retest, you can long it. But your longing should not be more than this area, because definitely it is a breakout structure. Price will eventually drop around this. So yeah, I'm possibly creating second breakout structure from the buys. So yeah, that's basically what it is. This guy, I told you guys, sets the limits. Even though it has gotten to this 8-hour order block, yeah, the range, it broke out of range, got to this 8-hour order block, and now it's kind of ranging. But it's looking so much like something that's gonna drop. But I just hope we get to trigger my order here. All right, yeah. Virtual order, like I told you guys, I've not started trading this pair. Or rather, I'm not trading these pairs. I'm only keeping them here for the analysis sake. Pairs that I trade at GU and AU and EU sometimes. So these ones are just for analysis. Okay. I think we are almost done. AED card. AED card is still trading to get to trigger. I did this. This is supposed to be a risk entry kind of trade. Yeah. But if price creates an order block here and closes quite well, then possibly have to not use risk entry again. But price should trade from here direct up. Then yeah, to eventually still drop. So risk entry is okay for this trade. Target all the way to this down, or maybe to these points. That's basically it. For AED card, I think it was somebody that suggested AED card last week. How we should analyze it. Now USD card, last man standing. I made a mention last week that we are going to get to this point for USD card, even though there was kind of a delay and all of that. Eventually, we got to this point. So yeah, that's actually, I might looking from the look of things, it's already looking like wants to take it out. This price actually look like something that will take it out, even up to this point. So can look for more entries, because this guy might break it and retreat. And then we can now join the trade to get down to this point. So if this guy goes below and there's a retracement, somebody can find entry within this breakup block here, or we find this other block around and short the market, because the market is looking sell now. It's looking sell now. It's supposed to be like this, because this is this USD major now. Right? When USD comes first, so it's major. When USD is if USD comes last, it's minor or quotes. So if the quotes are bullish, then the majors should be bearish, should be the opposite. So that guy is looking bearish. And if you look, this head and shoulder, and this pretty much look like the neckline. So yeah, coming to break the neck right now. And if that happens, then we can trade deep to this point before a reversal or even break it and come and respect this zone. So I'm tired now. We are going to end it here. Yeah, we are going to end it here. This meeting is just meant for us to have insight. So you can always go back and do your own analysis.
Did you record it? You did, yes?
Yeah, I recorded.
Wonderful. Will you send it? Thank you.
What you are going to be expecting for next week, especially for the pairs that I trade. That's the ones that are more concerned to me. These ones, other ones, I'm just like, just looking at them. AU and GU, have my eyes on them steady. So GBP USD, looking for buys from Tuesday, AUD, same thing. Whichever one that comes handy and with the best setup, we cash out for them. So yeah, BTC USD still looking bearish, even though in the range, but if I should show you something on the daily time frame, I see something like this. Whenever something like this happens in the price, more like the same range, so it's going to range like this and still drop. That's basically what I've seen. After this most massive range, this guy is going to break up and drop, and it's really going to drop very fast. Right, so yeah, I'm done with the class. I'm supposed to unmute you guys if you have anything. You are no longer mute.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We'll keep an eye on your two favorite pairs as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Those GBP pairs and
Thank you, sir.
most people didn't turn up today.
Nice one.
We only have plus myself 6 persons. Well, it's okay. Till next Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
So,
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yes,
Good night, everybody. I'm gonna go to sleep.